Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Messi touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ukraine are looking to break at pace. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball swung in. Chooses to go back. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ukraine with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham. Neither side yet able to find the net. Nakata, and he's quick to snatch it back. Nakata going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar, he is through here. Cross into the box. Corner number 2 then. Neymar's cross climbs up big! They've got to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He won't be happy with that one. Has a look and place it forward. And now the breakaway, looking for the run, just eases him off the ball. Ricky Puig. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the flag has stayed down.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Adriano. And he was quick to react. Played through into space. Can he get onto this? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nuno Mendes. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Short changes him with that pass. And he cuts out the supply. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Oh, smashing header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Howson gets good distance on it. And it's Nakata. Gets a good foot in there. Ricky Puig takes control of it and he's on the move. Vieira. That has been cut short. Neymar. Bellingham. Can he get it through? It's come to nothing. And he opts to go forward. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
That gets things going for the second half.
Ukraine have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pelé tries to play it through. Varane calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nakata. Roberto Carlos. Nakata conjures time and space where few can. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pelé always looking for that half a chance. Varane deals with that comfortably. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Nice interception, well timed. Ricky Puig. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Great ball if he can get there. It's Adriano! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's tried one! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Ukraine get their 4th corner. So it's going to be another corner.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner.
Substitution for Ukraine.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
21, Neymar. Number 8, Bellingham. Number 28, Mickey Puig.
He's having a shot!
Number 10, Messi. Number 17, Yudes. Number 6, Ekitike.
It's a lucky seventh
Number
corner.
9, substitution.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Adriano. And he was alert to it. Vieira. Ukraine still have the cards to affect this game. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Vieira. Incapuyi. Looking to play him in. He's found the way through. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here.
Inter truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Messi. Nicely aimed pass. It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Adriano. Good read, needed to be.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
So what can they make of this?
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira. And it's Nakata. No way through. Nakata. Rafael Varane. Nakata.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. 2 minutes to be added on. Nakata. And it's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Shot a goal! And the whistle goes. So nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Match day programs are available from
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Adriano, man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable with that monster of a left foot.
Can be a showstopper, that. Ricky Puig. That's a little off target. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking tidy in possession here. Vieira. Back into the middle. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Best. He's found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's Adriano! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Nakata plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tele going face-to-face with his great rival. Tele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ukraine are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nakata. Bellingham. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Ukraine really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adriano. Adriano showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Nakata. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tele. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? No, again, there's no way through. Neymar. Played out to the left flank. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played back in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's there to get it away. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Adriano. Nakata. Decent chance!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's intervened well there.
Ukraine truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pele.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? He's away! Chance, surely! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Ukraine grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ricky Puig cuts out the pass. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Ukraine really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Ukraine are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Ukraine get the ball rolling in the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely spread. And the shot's on here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Adriano! That's a half-decent try. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele, out towards the flank. Bellingham is always looking to break lines. He slings it in. That's an excellent interception. It's run loose here. Now it's Pele. And this is Adriano. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neymar. It's Bellingham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pele looks to get on the end of this. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Best.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pele.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Numero 11, numero 10, numero 4, Messi, numero 5.
And Chet pulls off a sensational save!
Alexandre Pato, il numero 30, il numero 21, il numero 19.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played out to the right. Good ball over the top. So what can they make of this? Now he's off and running. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vieira. And now the breakaway. And this is Adriano. He's picked his way through. Hincapié did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira. Oh, good spread. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Deep cross. Terrific header. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Alexander Pato has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He shifted it to the flank. And it's Pedri. Knocks it into space. Incoming delivery. He's cut it out. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
The less said about that pass, the better. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Well, that looks a decent ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Out to the right. Best. And it's Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looking to play him in. And the referee brings it to a close. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Up he goes!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ukraine finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball. Nakata knocks it out wide. Played back in. Some really good ball movement. Ricky Puig. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ricky Puig. Nakata.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pele. Nakata providing an outlet on that flank. Short changes him with that pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Ukraine are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Inter Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Can he get on the end of this?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adriano had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That is good alertness. Bellingham. Here's Ricky Puig. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Has a look and plays it forward. Ricky Puig.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieira. Bellingham. Nakata. Bellingham. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Best. And this is Adriano. Adriano looking understandably energised after his goal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Adriano. Good ball, good take. Roberto Carlos. Best! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Adriano really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Half-time getting close now. Adriano might just make this. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Pelé. Nakata cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he's got the beating. Tries a shot! Goal, Ukraine! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to...
And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Ukraine are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Now it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
It's Pelé! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. He rises! He has done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he latch on to this? Adriano chasing after it. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Decent progress down the left. Looking to play him in. He's found a way through. And across it goes.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Bellingham is always looking to break lines. Roberto Carlos bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Best, and this is Adriano, and this is Neymar. Vieira. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's gone looking for safety. Vieira. Nakata. And it's Vieira. Inter Milan finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Neymar. Bellingham. That is good strength. And it's Nakata. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Nakata, and here's Messi. Nakata.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 4, Messi. Numero 10, numero 11.
Oh, good steal, he just
5,
read it.
Numero 22. Lasciano il
That
campo
pass
per
isn't the best.
il numero 21, il numero 30, il numero 18, Alexandre Pato, il numero 19.
Now, can they get him
il
away?
numero 14.
Still anyone's game this,
Attenzione,
one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Varane spots it and intercepts. Plays the return pass. And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Šeško. Pedri gets into some space. And it's played into... Oh, smashing header! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead.